Hello everybody, Courtney here from How to Loom Your Dragon. Today we are going to be making the adult Seashocker, or the adult Oceanzap, from the How to Train Your Dragon 2 movie. So, if you want to see what he looks like, go to the end of the video. Okay. This dragon is dedicated to David Owsley from Springfield, Missouri. Yay! David, I hope you're glad I dedicated this dragon to you. I hope you like him. And I hope you make him. Okay, thanks for being a great follower of mine. Okay, so this is the approximate band and loom count for this dragon. You're going to need 2 looms, okay? You're also going to need about 1,350 of the neon blue. That's the color I'm using for the body. Okay. I am using about 550 of the caramel brown, which is like a light brown color. I am using about 170 Aqua. Okay. I am using about 350 of the navy blue jelly. So that is a very, very dark blue. About 60 red. That's for the tongue, for the tongues. 4 black for the pupils. About 8 yellow for the eyes. And about 600 white bands, which is for like the stomach and fins and stuff like that, and the chins. Stomach, fins, and chins. Haha. So that is a total of about 3,000 rubber bands. Alright, so he is a big project, but he's going to turn out looking really cool. Alright, also, there are going to be portions of this video where I tell you to go back and remake something. Okay, so you'll have to rewind the video and repeat parts. Also, there may be times when I tell you that you need to make something symmetrically, which pretty much means that you need to, after you make the first one, for example the wing, with me, then you're going to have to go back and do it opposite, okay? So if you don't know how to do that, just grab a mirror, put it in front of your screen, and do it the way you see it in the mirror. Alright, so I guess let's begin. We're going to start with the head. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is the tongue. Alright, so for the tongue I am using red bands. So what I'm doing is I am taking 2 at a time here. First I'm going to change my loom to the offset. So it looks like this. Okay. And I'm even going to change the 4th row as well to the offset. Like that. Alright, so your loom should look like this. Don't worry about this row right now, we're only focusing on these. In fact, I'll just take this off for now. Alright, so we're going to make our tongue, so just follow me. We're taking 2 bands at a time. Okay, here I'm taking 3 red bands. Okay, I'm going to tie off my end by wrapping the band around the peg, creating 4 loops. I'm going to take a double looped red, placing that there, and another one, placing that across here. Okay. And now I'm going to loom this tongue. Okay, here, of course, I want to grab the top 2 bands, looming them over. Loom these. And then I can go and grab the top 2 bands from in here and loom those. Oops. And these here. Alright, let's go back down here, loom this guy, this guy, this guy, do this guy, and then finally the 2 at the very bottom here. Okay, so I'm going to tie off my ends here. So you can just grab any random bands for this part. I'm just going to use white. So I'm just pulling a white through and just doing a slip knot at the end. Okay, and then I can pull this off. Alright, so this is a tongue. You want to go back and make a second tongue for the other head. Alright, so you will have 2 tongues. Alright. Alright, once you've done that, you can put them aside. Now we're going to work on the lower jaw. So for this, we're going to need white bands. So I'm taking 2 at a time here. Oops, wrong color. Not red, we want white. Okay, I'm taking 3 white bands here and 3 here. I'm going to cap off by wrapping my band around this peg, creating 4 loops. Right? Yeah. Yes. Okay. I'm going to take a double looped band across these 2 here. So you have your little hexagon. You want to cross these 2 and across these 2 here. Then we also want to do that down here on this hexagon. So 1 there and 1 here. Alright. Now I am taking 2 bands at a time. I'm going to put 2 right here. I'm going to take 2 and stretch them all the way across these pegs here. Same thing here. Here as well. And again, taking 2, we are going there. So I made a triangle. Do another triangle here. And that's it, I believe. Yes. Okay, so we're going to start looming this, and as we loom, we're going to attach the tongue toward the top. Okay, so just follow me. Okay, here, as usual, grabbing the top 2, looming up, going under the horizontal, grabbing the top 2. Just go back down here. Yes, I loom quickly. I try to go slow sometimes, but going under, grabbing these two. Okay, these sides I can loom all the way up to here. Okay, same thing with this side. Okay, you want to grab the top two, looming those. You always want to loom the top bands first. It just ends up looking better that way. Hopefully this isn't your first looming project. If it is, good luck. Alright, I'm stopping here, so I'm not looming the last set yet. Okay. Alright, so I loomed up to these two and up to these three in the middle. Now I'm going to grab my tongue, and we have our three loose ends, which we are attaching to these three pegs. So I'm going to go through the red loops. Make sure you're going through the loops, attaching that end right onto this peg here, looming up. Whoops. This is a little tricky. You want to go all the way to the bottom. Okay. Once you've loomed those, then we can go through the middle set of loops, of red loops. Attach that there, loom up the white, and then go through the red loops on the side. And that gets attached right here. Then we can loom up that set there. Alright, now I'm going to take a random color band. I'm just going to use Aqua. Doesn't matter what color you use because we're going to take these off eventually. Tying slip knots at the end of these 5 rows here. Okay, now I can pull off the jaw. Okay. Alright, now I can take off the loose bands that are around the tongue. Okay, don't take off the ones at the end of the jaw, just the ones that are around the tongue bands. There should be 3 of them. Mine are white. I should have used another color, but whatever. Okay. Oh, and it looks like I missed one of the red loops, so I'm going to have to quickly adjust that. So give me 1 second, everybody, whilst I just fix my mistake. Sometimes you will miss the loops. If one band misses, it's usually not a big deal because you have the other one to hold it in place. But if it's a double looped band and you miss it, then that stinks. Alright, so anyway, we have 1 jaw, so we want to go back and make a second one with your other tongue for the other head. Okay? And once we've done that, we're going to make some spikes. So I'm going to grab my navy blue jelly bands. I'm going to change this second row so it is in line with the first row. Alright, and I'm going to take 2 navy blues at a time. This one I'm overstretching and going all the way down to that peg there. Okay, then I'm going to grab 3 navy. I'm going to do a double looped single, double looped single, double looped single. Wrapping another navy around the end here, creating 5 loops with it. Oh, and then we want to do a double looped single across these 2 pegs here. Alright, we can loom this up. Okay, and then I'm just going to take random bands again and tie off my 2 ends here. Okay, so this is 1 spike. We're going to be using this on the head when we do the top of the head. So in total, right now you're going to need 2 of these, so you need to make at least 1 more, but you might as well make another, let's see, how many did I make? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so you need a total of 8 of these. Okay, so you might as well do that right now and make 8 of these large spikes, okay? The 6 extra ones we're going to be using when we do the back. Okay, so just make 8. Okay, and then once you've done that, we're going to work on his little nose spike on the top. Because on the top of the head he has a spike that kind of bends backwards, so we're going to be doing that. So I am taking a neon blue and 2 aqua here. Then I am taking 3 aqua. And 3 aqua again. And 1 more time with 3 aqua. And then I'm going to double loop aqua once, twice, 3 times. And then I'm going to cap this off by wrapping another aqua, creating 5 loops around that peg. And then we can loom this up. You want to do 2 of these, 1 for each head. So once you've loomed and pulled off this one, you can make a second one. Roar! I'm actually going to tie it at the end to keep it secured. Okay, so make 2 of these. Put that aside. And now we're going to be working on the actual head, okay? So before we do that, we need to do some tiny spikes that are going to be popping out the sides of the head. So I'm going to take a neon blue, double loop it, then an aqua and double loop that. Then I'm going to wrap another aqua around this peg, creating 5 loops. Okay, you can loom that up. You want to make a total of 8 of these, okay, 4 for each head. Once you've done that, you can pull that off. Right? So make 8 of those little things. And now we're going to make some small blue spikes for the top of the head. So I'm going to take a navy blue, double loop it, another one, double loop, and then I'm going to cap off by wrapping another navy around, creating 5 loops. Loom that, and pull that off. You want to make 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 of those. Okay? So make 12, and then we will work on the top of the head. Okay, so now that we've made a bunch of spikes, we're going to be working on the top of the head. So we want to change our second row back to the offset like that. Okay, and just follow me here. So we're taking 2 neon blue at a time here. Oh, oops, sorry, that goes here. Okay, I'm taking a neon blue and an aqua together. I'm just sticking that here. And again, sticking that there. Okay, then I'm going to take two neon blues. I'm going to put two neon blues right here in the middle. Oh wait, what am I doing? Gosh darn it. Ah! Sorry guys. We gotta move these all down. Maybe I'll put a note in the video. Those go here. These go here. These go here. Alright, and then we can just pull off these two on each side. I'm sorry, guys. Ugh. Oh well. Hopefully not too much of your life was wasted doing that. Okay, now we're going to take one of the large spikes we made. And, let's see, I'm going to... If you look at it, you'll see that it's kind of bent a certain way. Okay? So I'm going to hold it so it's bent like this, and I'm going to go through these loops here, so the navy blue loops. I'm going to wrap those right around that peg there. And I'm going to take two neon blues like this. Then I'm going to go through the next set of navy blue and wrap those around that peg there. Okay, then I can kind of just push this spike down like that. Okay, now I'm going to put two more neon blue here. Now I'm going to take one of those tiny spikes I made, okay, the really tiny ones, and attach one right around these pegs right there. Okay. And now I'm going to take neon blue and go diagonally. Like this. So always two at a time. Two here. Two here. Here I'm going to attach another tiny spike. And two more here. Two here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Going down once more on this side and also on this side. Okay, now I'm going to put two going this way, two going this way, and two here, two here. Okay, I'm going to overstretch two going that way, and two going like this. Okay? Here I'm going to take my nose spikes, so one of your nose spikes, so that one, the aqua thing, and you're going to attach it here so it is curving downward. Okay? If it's curved, you want it to curve down when you attach it. Okay? Then I'm going to take two neons going here, two going here, two going that way, two going like this. So you have like a kind of interesting pattern going on in here. And then I'm going to take three neon blue here, three here, 3 here, and now we're going to use our hook for the rest. Actually, no, we don't have to do that. Okay, so 3 neon blue. I'm just going to stick those there. Going to double loop a single blue, 2, 3, 4, 5 times, wrapping a neon blue around this, creating 5 loops around that peg. Then I'm going to loom up this set here. Okay, I'm going to pull that off. And I'm going to attach that right onto this peg here. Okay, this is the end of the beak or nose or whatever it is. Okay, I'm going to put some horizontal bands on now. So I'm going to take 2 neon blue at a time. And let's see, I'm going to draw those here. So we're going to make a triangle right here, okay, with 2 neon blues. I'm going to take 2 and stretch them across here. Then we're going to take one of our tiny, grab one of your tiny spikes onto your hook. 2 neon blues on the end of your hook and pull that tiny spike onto those 2 blues. That's going to go between, using a bad hook, between here and here, okay? And your spike should be kind of in the middle there. You want to take a double looped neon blue between these 2. So your hexagon you have in the middle, double looped between these 2. Another one between these 2 down here. And then I'm going to take 2 more neon blue, stretch them across all of these pegs. And then I'm going to make my triangles, so taking 2 at a time, making triangles. Okay, and then I'm just going to stop there, okay? Alright, now we're going to attach those tiny little side spikes, so you have 8 of them, okay, your neon blue and aqua thingies. I'm going to put 1 around this peg here, and 1 around this peg here, and same thing on the opposite side, so 1 goes around this peg, we can twist it so it's facing the outside, and same thing here. And the other 4 you're going to use for the other head. Alrighty, cool. Now we're going to begin looming, and as we loom we're going to attach the eyes and the jaw. And we have to make the eyes still, but we'll do that as we go. Alright, so going under here, grabbing the bottom, or the 3 bands, looming up. Okay, up to here, we want to grab the top 2 here, which are these 2. Same thing on the other side, those guys. Alright, I'm going to loop up these 2 and these 2, and this is where we're going to attach our eyes. So I'm going to be using yellow for my eyes. So I'm going to grab a yellow, I'm going to wrap it around my hook, making 4 loops with it. 2, 3, 4. Okay. Then I'm going to take a black band, wrap that around my hook, creating 4 loops. Then another yellow. Okay. And now what I'm going to do, we have loomed these bands. I'm going to hold up. I'm thinking we should loom these. Hold on. Let me think. Okay, hold on. Keep that eye on your hook. What we need to do is grab it like a toothpick or a pencil or another hook if you have another hook. I'm going to lift up these bands just for a moment. I don't know if this will make a difference or not. Nah, whatever. Never mind. It's too complicated to change now, but it'll be fine. Okay, so anyway, you have your hook with the eye on it. Lift up these looped bands and you're going to pull the eye onto those bands. So this can be a little tricky. Pulling the yellow over, try not to let it come off this yet, not that it matters. Then the black, then the yellow. Once you have them on, you can reattach that onto that peg. Okay, let's do the eye for the other side. So yellow wrapped around 4 times. Then black wrapped around 4 times. 3, 4. And then yellow. Okay, let's do the other eye. So again, lifting up the Loom set of bands. So all those, oops. I'm sure you only grab the looped set. What did I do here? That came off. Okay, so pull your eye onto that set of bands. And replace back onto that peg, like that. Okay, I'm going to take my hook and I'm going to lift up the top 2 blue bands on this side. Roar. As well as this side. Okay, and I'm going to take a double looped neon blue, putting that around these pegs here, and then just replacing those loops back on. 1, 2. Alright. I'm going to take off these triangle bands, and I'm actually just going to do 1 double looped, sorry. 1 double looped like that. Okay. It'll bring it closer together. Okay, now I need to go in here and I need to loom these guys. So I have to dig under my green nose thing to find the top 2 bands. There's 1. There's 2. And then you want to grab the other ones. Alright, so I loomed those. Then we want to go under the eye and grab these 2 from under here. So this can be a little tricky too. There's 1. Here's the second one. Okay, let's do that on this side. So grabbing your top one here, and then this one here. Alright, and now we can go all the way down and grab the bottom set. Okay, cool. So now we can just loom and we're just going to attach the jaw at the end. Same thing on this side. Loom these up. Right, so here I am looming up to this point and stopping. I'm not doing the last set quite yet. Okay, and let's see, I can loom this set right here. Here I want to grab the top 2, looming those over, then going up this row, same way that I did the other side, up to here. And I want to loom this set. Okay. And here I want to grab the top two, which are the two diagonals in here. So going down, grabbing the top two, moving those over, then going down, grabbing the bottom two, moving those. Alright, let's go up this way. So moving these two, then going in here, grabbing the top two. Okay, then going up this row, up to here and stopping. Yeah, okay. And same thing here. These two, grabbing the top two here, looming those. Here, here, and then we want to go up the middle. So digging down, grabbing the bottom blue bands, same thing here to here. Okay, now grab one of your lower jaws. You're going to turn it upside down so the tongue is facing down, and you want to attach your 5 loose ends to these 5 pegs. So I'm going to go through this set here, attach that right there. Once you attach each one, you can loom up the final set. Right, now I want to go through the second set. Make sure you attach it so it's upside down here, otherwise it'll be all twisty. Okay, middle set. Okay, once I've done that, I'm going to take, again, loose bands of any color. I'm going to do white again here, and we just want to tie off our 5 loose ends. Do with slip knots. Again, color doesn't matter. Alright, and now I'm going to take it off and pray that it came out okay and that I loomed everything. This is always the scary part. Awesome. Okay, it worked. So I can take off my loose band around the nose spike if you have one there. Make sure all the spikes are pushed up to the top of the head. 1, 2, should have 3 little ones and 1 big one. And his face might be really like bent awkwardly like that. It's probably because the nose bands are a little bit twisted, so you might want to straighten them up a bit. Can maneuver it around and fix it, because I did fix the other head and it looks fine. Okay, the eyes, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull them forward. So I'm just going to maneuver them up a little further like that. Same thing on this side. Kind of just pull them toward the nose a little more. Okay, cool. And let's see, what else do we want to do? We want to take off the bands around the jaw, so the Aqua bands I'm taking off. Only the ones around the jaw, don't take off the ones at the end, which are my white bands. Okay. Oh, and we can also take off the bands around the big spike here. Okay, so I'm taking off my Aqua bands. Okay. So here is one head. What I'm going to do is I'm going to tie back his little spike a little bit. So I'm just going to take my hook, go into the set of Aqua bands here. Oh wait, no. Go through one side of the Aqua band. No, hold on. Take it off. See these diagonal neon blue bands I'm going through this set? Then I'm going to go through that set of Aqua, and then I'm going to go through the other set of neon, like that. Okay, then I'm just going to take an Aqua band and pull it through all of those. It's going to be a little tricky. Okay, once I've done that, I'm going to tie a slip knot with it. Okay, and then you can kind of see it pulls back the spike a little bit, which is what I want. And then you can, what did I do with the other head? Yeah, you can kind of just wrap it around this spike if you want, or hide it in there somewhere. That's fine too. Maybe I'll do that instead. You can hide it in the spike, so just go through some random bands in that spike and just pull that set through them. However you want to do it. Or whatever. You can find a better way to do it, I'm sure. Alright, so anyway, whatever. That is one head, so you want to go back and make a second head. Okay, so you have two heads. Roar! Two heads. And yay. So, now that you have your two heads, you're going to be working on let's do his wings. Okay. Awesome. Alright, wing time. So we need our 6th peg length thing, and we need to make this back, or turn this back into rectangle. Okay, so I have my rectangle here. Now we can work on the wings. So just follow me here. Okay, so 2 blues, 2 blues, blue and an aqua, 2 blues, blue and an aqua, 2 blues, 2 blues, 2 blues, blue and an aqua. Then I want to take a blue and a caramel brown and overstretch it like this. Then I am taking 2 caramel browns like this and 2 more like that. Okay. Taking 2 caramel browns here. Okay, caramel brown and blue. Overstretching again. Oh wait, no, what am I doing? 2 caramel brown. And then 2 caramel brown again to here. Alrighty. Neon blue. and then neon blue and aqua, neon blue, neon blue, neon blue, neon blue and aqua, neon blue and aqua again, neon blue, then neon blue and caramel right here, and then 2 caramel right here. Okay, then we need a neon blue and an aqua here, and again here, and then neon blue. So neon blue, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then neon blue and aqua, then neon blue and caramel brown, then 2 caramel brown, again, and here. Okay, now we're going to do neon blue and caramel brown going down this way each time, so neon blue and caramel brown. Okay, here I'm going to take 2 caramels, and here, and here, and here. Alright, neon blue and caramel again. Again. Oh wait, hold on. 1, 2, 3. Here we want to actually do a caramel and a aqua right here. Okay, sorry about that. And here we want again neon blue and caramel. And again, then we want a caramel and an aqua. Then neon blue and caramel. And then 2 caramels. Okay, just like that. I'm going to take a caramel and cap off my end here by wrapping it around 4 times. So, wait, is that the right one? Yes, this peg right here. Okay, now I'm going to take 2 neon blues at a time and stretching them across 4 pegs. Oops. Okay, just like that. Let's do the other side here. Okay, now I'm going to take 2 caramels, stretching them across these 4 pegs. 2 caramels again, across these. And again, across these. Alright, I'm going to loom this. So going under your capping band, grabbing the top 2. Doing the next 2. And the bottom 2. And here we can loom up these two. Okay, just make sure these loops stay on here. Alright, and then I'm going to go to the bottom set here. Looming up these two. These. Alright, going up this set. And you can go up this set. This one. Okay, taking your random bands, I'm going to do my white again, tying off slip knots at the end of the wings. Once you pull it off, we want to extend the wing even more. Okay, so it's even bigger. Okay, this is what it's going to look like when it's done. So we need to extend it and even add an extra portion there. So yeah, I'll just keep following me. Woo, okay. So we are taking 2 neon blues and we are putting it on the 7th to 8th peg on the side there. Again. Then I'm going to do neon blue and aqua. What a mess. Oh, hold on. Hold up. I'm just pouring out my band so I have enough with me. Okay. Neon blue and aqua. Then neon blue. Neon blue. Neon blue. Okay, neon blue and aqua here. Neon blue. Neon blue. Neon blue. Neon blue and aqua. Neon blue. Neon blue. Whoops. Neon blue. Neon blue and aqua. Neon blue. Neon blue. Neon blue. neon blue and caramel brown, neon blue and caramel brown, aqua and caramel brown, neon blue and caramel brown, neon blue and caramel brown, neon blue and caramel brown, aqua and caramel brown, blue and caramel brown, and then blue and caramel brown the rest of the way down. Oops. Okay. And then we want 2 caramel brown at a time going down this way. We're taking neon blue and stretching across pegs. Remember, 4 pegs at a time. Okay, now we're going to take our top portion of our wing, face it this way so the brown is on the same side as the brown here. Okay, we're going to go through the loops, the brown loops at the end, pull off your tying band and wrap those bands around this peg. Then carefully, because you don't want those to lift up, go through the next set of bands, wrap those around the next peg over, then go through the next set. We're going to do this all the way across, carefully. Okay, I'm going to go into this peg and lift up the top 2 bands here, then move over, lift up these 2, only the top 2, and these 2. Take 2 of your neon blue bands, stretch them across those 4 pegs, then we can replace. Okay, these are our horizontal bands here. If you do not do it this way, if you just put those horizontal bands on top, he'll have a horizontal blue stripe, which ends up looking really strange, so I highly recommend you don't do that. Once they're all replaced, then we're going to start here. Lift up these 2, these top 2, these top 2, and these top 2. And then again, taking 2 of your blue bands and stretching them across those 4 pegs. Then replacing those loops back on. Okay, now once I've done that, I can just loom up each row. Okay, again, taking white bands and just tying off our ends here, so slip knots. Cool. So now we just have to add the extension on the bottom, which we will do right now. Okay. So let's see. This is all caramel brown bands here. All right, so we're just taking 2 at a time, going down 10 times this row. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, let's go down the next row. Okay, stopping there. Going down the next row. Okay, now I'm just going to take 2 at a time and do the bottom part here. So we are overstretching the bands here. Like that. Alright, now we're going to do some horizontals. Okay. So we are just taking 2 at a time. Again, we're going over 4 pegs each time. Oh, but this one we can stretch across all 5 pegs there. And then 2 across the 3 here, 2 across the 3 here, double looped single caramel here, again here, and we want to cap off our end by wrapping a caramel around, creating 4 loops with it. Okay, now what we're going to do, you're going to take your wing, okay, and make sure it's curving upward, okay, like this. We're going to go through, set the loops on the edge and attach them to these pegs. So I'm going to go through the end loop here, so that the caramel brown bands here, wrapping those around this final peg up here, like that. Then I'm going to go through the next set of brown loops. I'm not going to go through the blue horizontal bands in these loops. I'm just going to go through the brown. So just going through the 4 brown loops, wrapping those around this peg. And same thing with the next set. So just doing this with each set. Try not to skip any sets, because otherwise it'll look weird when you take it off. You did the baby Seashocker with me, you know exactly what you're doing here, hopefully. It's the same thing we did on the baby one. It's going to get a little difficult toward the end because you have to really stretch the bands out. They shouldn't break though. If you're using the Rainbow Loom brand, they should not be breaking. I don't know about other brands, but okay. Yeah, I'm gonna take off the capping band here and put it back on after the end. Alright, so of course you have extra ones here. That's supposed to be like that. Alright, cool. Replacing my capping band here. Alright. And now what we're going to do is we're going to loom it. So we're going under the capping band and under these bands, okay, to grab the overstretched bands here, because they're on top in there. Okay, so looming your overstretched bands. We're going to go up and loom all the overstretched bands on the edge here. Even these, which aren't technically overstretched, but they're on the edge, so yeah. Okay, we can loom up this row. Okay, and we can loom up this row. And this row. Okay, these might be a little tricky, so you might want to use your fingers to help you out a little bit. Just make sure they don't break. And then you want to go all the way down and grab the bottom each time here. Okay? You're not grabbing bands from this part of the wing, you're grabbing the brown bands at the bottom of the row. You should know that, hopefully. Do those right, yeah. Make sure you do not miss any, or your whole thing will come apart when you take it off. I'm sure that's happened to you many times. Okay, here I'm going to take off this white tying band here, and I'm going to retie it around all the bands. So yes, we are tying off all our ends here once again. And there is your beautiful wing. Okay, so, haha, you want to go back and make a second one, so you have two. Again, make sure you do it opposite, okay? Because so that they will bend in opposite directions. Otherwise, they'll both be bending the same way and it'll look funky when you attach it. So I recommend using a mirror to make it symmetrical, if possible, unless you know how to do it without a mirror, okay? So you have your two wings and your two heads and some extra spikes right now. What we're going to be making now is the, let's see, I think we're going to do the stomach part now. But first we have to make the fins on the bottom of the stomach. He has 2 fins, like dolphin type fins at the bottom, so we're going to do those first. Okay, so just following me, we're taking 2 neon blues, 2, 3 times like that. Then we are going to overstretch it, so 2 going overstretched, overstretching again, and overstretching again. Okay, now I'm going to take whites. Roar. Oh, okay, so 2 white here, 2 white here, 2 white here. Alright, I'm going to take 2 of my navy blue. Yeah, okay. I'm going to lift up these 2 neon blues, put them down for a moment, take 2 navy blues, stretch them across all those pegs, then replace the neon blue. Alright, let's do 2 white here, here, and here, and here, here, and here. Again, we're going to take 2 navy blue, lift up this neon blue here, the overstretched one, and stretch the navy blue across all 4 of those bands, then replace those 2 neon blues. Alrighty, now we're taking 2 whites again. Oh, here, you want to lift up this navy blue. Okay, put the whites down. Then take 2 navy blues, stretch them across. Replace that on. Alright, and then we are doing white, white, white. Lift up these 2. White here. Take a double looped single navy across these 2. And then replace the neon blues. Alright, so white here, and white here. Okay, I'm going to take 2 whites at a time, putting 2 there, 2 here, 2 here, 2 here, and I'm going to take 2 of my neon blue, like that. I'm going to cap off all these ends, so neon blue capping off here 2, 3, 4, 5 times. Capping off your white 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. So making 5 loops each time. 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now I am taking 2 white bands at a time. Alright, I'm going to take 2 and I'm going to stretch them across here. Right? Yes. Or not. Okay, 2 across here, and double looped single white here. Okay, we're going to start to loom, so I'm going to first loom the 2 blue here, then I'm going to loom these white bands over. So each of these ridges I am looming over first. Okay, now I'm gonna go grab the 2 white from in here, loom those up, and then the next set, and then the 2 blue. Then I'm gonna take a double looped navy, put it right over these 2 pegs, go all the way down and loom the white up twice. In here you want to go all the way down grabbing the white, and then in here you want to grab the blue, and you want to grab 2 of the navy, put them across. Again, going down and grabbing the white here, going up again, here grabbing the white, and grabbing the blue, and then taking 2 navy blues across these pegs. Alright, again, 2 navy blue. Okay, I'm going to tie my ends off. I'm going to use a random color. I'm just going to use yellow. Doesn't matter, as usual. Pulling this off. Okay, so this is one fin that's going under the body. You have stripes on both sides, wonderful. You are going to make a second one, okay? So make 2 of those, okay? Once you've made 2 of those, we are going to be doing the actual stomach. Alright, so first we're going to do the stomach portion that's under the neck, okay? So here we are taking 2 white bands at a time, so just follow me. Okay, cap off the end here by wrapping the band around the peg, creating 4 loops. Then we are taking 2 whites at a time, stretching them across these. Okay, now I'm going to take my neon blues and I'm just going to lay them on each peg here. Oh, except for the one at the top middle there. And we want to loom as if those neon blue bands aren't even there, but we don't want them to fall off, so just loom them. Okay, and then I'm going to take a neon blue and tie off my end here in the middle. So just making a slip knot with it. Grr. Then you can take this off. You want to make 2 of these. Okay, 1 for each neck. And pull all your bands outward. Alright, so make 2 of those. Alright, and now we are going to be making the larger portion of the stomach whilst attaching the tail fin. Okay. So this is the fun part. So we are taking white bands. Oops, that's not white. Just taking 2 white bands at a time, going all the way down this first row here. Okay, now we're going to take 2 going diagonally like this, going down the second row. And we're going to go down diagonally like that, okay? Okay, then we're just going to go diagonally like this, and like this, and then like that. I'm going to cap off the corner here, this is the end, wrapping a white band around, creating 4 loops. Now we're going to do our horizontal, so we're taking 2 whites at a time here. Okay, now we're going to take our neon blues, putting them around the edge, same thing we did with the neck portion of the stomach. Oops, but, you know, don't let them come off, make sure they stay there. Okay, we're going to loom, and as we loom, we're going to attach the tail fin to the bottom of it, so it's going to look like this when we take it off. I've already done one already. Okay, so take one of your little, they're not tail fins, whatever they are, weird fin things, and we're going to begin looming, but we're not going to, well, just follow me, just follow me. So, under the capping band in the corner here, Grabbing the top two, looming them over. Make sure these neon blue bands stay on. Grabbing the next two. Next two. Okay, now we want to go in here and loom up this row. Okay, I'm going to stop there. Now we want to go up this row. Oh, hold on. Lift up these two. Whoops. Whatever. And the top two here because we forgot to put our double looped bands on, so take these neon blues off for a moment. Sorry guys, double loop your white bands across 2, 3. Okay, and then we can put on the neon blues back on. Alright, then we want to replace these white bands over here and these ones here. Okay, and then we can finish looming up this side. Okay, I'm going to stop there because we want to go up this row. So going all the way down here. Right, so I'm looming once, twice, 3 times. Okay. You want to grab your fin and you want to face it so the blue, so the neon blue, the light blue thing, is facing this way. Okay. And we are going to, what do you think? Attach it like that, I believe. Hold on. Yeah, okay. So we're going to lay it like this, okay? Go through the neon blue loops at the end that's being tied off. Lay them right on this peg here. Then you are going to loom the white bands. Whoops. So loom that set of white. Don't worry if your tying bands get in the way, because we're going to break them off after. Go through the next set, so a set of white here. Like that. Go through the next set of white. And the final set of white. Okay, and then we're going to tie off our end here with our neon blue. We're going to pull this off. Pull all your neon blues outward. I'm going to pull off the tying bands here, so the 4 bands around the fin you can pull off. And then you're going to go back and make a second stomach thing and attach your other fin to it, so you'll have 2. Alright. Okay. But you want to make sure you do it opposite. Make sure it is opposite, okay? So you want to make it symmetrical. Make sure you do it opposite, or else it's going to look messed up, okay? So you have your two stomachs, you have your two neck stomach pieces, you have your two heads, your two wings, and some extra spikes. Alright. What we're going to be doing now is connecting everything together. So we are going to be doing just a couple of medium spikes. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to take our neon blue. We're going to take 3 of them, like this. We're going to take 3 more here. We are going to double loop a single, double loop another single, double loop another single. Tie it off, cap it off by wrapping the band around, creating 5 loops. Loom up. This is going to be a medium-sized spike. You have a bunch of smalls and larges laying around. You want to make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of these total. Okay? I'm going to put mine on a holding hook. So I have my 8 medium spikes. I have my 6 large spikes, and then I also have 6 small spikes. Okay, so this is what we're doing here. This is a tedious part. It's not that much fun, but it'll be cool to see how it comes together in the end. So I'm taking caramel and green, or aqua, actually, caramel and aqua, caramel and blue, caramel and aqua, caramel and blue, caramel and blue again, then 2 blues, alright, we want caramel and blue, again, and again, again. Then we want 2 blues, 2 blues, blue and an aqua, 2 blues. Okay, and then we're going to take 2 caramels. Oh, that one's breaking, so I'm not going to use that one. 2 caramels here, then a caramel and a blue, then a caramel and an aqua, then a caramel and a blue, then 2 blues, 2 blues again, 2 blues again, 2 blues again, and I'm going to take a blue and an aqua, going diagonally like that. I'm going to take a blue and an aqua, going that way, and again, blue and aqua here. Then I'm going to take an aqua and a blue. Actually, let's just do 2. I'm doing too many aquas here. I'm going to take 2 blues here. 2 blues here. And blue and an aqua right here. Okay. Whoops. Alright, and now I'm taking 2 caramel browns. Caramel brown and an aqua. Caramel brown and a blue. 2 blues. 2 blues. Blue and an aqua. Hold on, caramel. Oh, wait. Take off these 3. This should be a caramel and a blue here. There we go. 2 blues. 2 blues, now a blue and an aqua right here. Then 2 blues. 2 blues going diagonally like that. And 2 blues going down. 2 blues here. 2 blues here. Okay, we want 2 caramels here. Caramel and aqua here. Caramel and blue. 2 blues. 2 blues. Blue and aqua. What row are we on here? We are on the 5th. Hold up. Caramel, caramel. This should be a blue instead of an aqua here. Sorry, I'm like going crazy here. Okay, caramel brown here. This should be a caramel and a blue. I'm sorry guys, my diagram. And then this should be a blue and an aqua here. Okay, then we should have 2 blues here. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, then just going down 2 blues. 1, 2, 3, 4 coins. Then I'm gonna go down again. So 2 blues, 2 blues here. Then I'm gonna take blue and an aqua, and I'm gonna go diagonally like this. Take 2 blues, go diagonally this way, and then 2 blues going here. Alright, now we want a blue and a caramel. Overstretching from here to here. Alright, and then we're going to take 2 blues, 2 blues, blue and an aqua. I'm going to do blue and an aqua again here. 2 blues, 2 blues, and a blue and an aqua. Okay? Alright, so it should look like that. Sorry for the confusion there. We're going to take 2 blues at a time and do our horizontals. Okay? Stretching across 3 pegs here. 3 pegs here. 3 pegs here. 3 pegs here. Here I'm going to stretch across 4. And stretch across 4 here. And 4 here. Okay, and I'm going to do the other side, so 2 here. 2 here. 2 here. 2 here. Stretching across 4 here. And 4 here. 4 here. These 4. All of these. All of these. All of these. Okay, now you're going to grab one of your heads, and we have our 5 loose ends at the end, which we're going to attach to these 5 pegs. Okay? But we also need to put a horizontal band underneath, so we're going to do the similar thing to what we did with the wings. So I'm going to go through this end here and take off the tying band. And I'm going to attach it, and I'm going to push it down so it's pretty far down. Okay, that helps it from coming up. Then you're going to go through the next set, same thing, taking off that tying band and wrap those bands around the second peg here, pushing down. Once you've done it, push down. Go through the third set. Pull off those bands. Or that band. I don't know what I'm saying. Wrap those bands around this peg. Push down. Go through the fourth set. Wrapping those bands around this peg. Pushing down. And then going through the final set. Pulling off the tying band. Wrapping those bands around this peg here. Okay, now we want to lift up the top two in each set so we can put our horizontal band on. Okay, once I've done that, we're going to take 2 neon blues and stretch it across the 5 pegs. Once you've done that, you can replace the loops. These first, then these, then these. Oops. Make sure it goes around. Okay, I'm going to push them down so they don't come up. And now, okay, cool. So I'm going to loom up once in each row here. So I'm going to go up these 2, and these 2, these 2 in the middle, these 2 here, and these 2 here. Okay. I'm going to take one of my mini spikes, tiny spikes. I'm going to put it right on this peg here. Okay, just like that. I'm going to loom up again here, and then I'm going to go in here and I'm going to grab the top 2 bands. So then you're going to go down and grab the bottom 2, loom those. Okay, let's loom up this one, and this one, and this one. Alright, just like that. I'm going to go up 1, 2, twice more here. Okay, just like that. Twice more here. Here. And here. Okay. Doopy-doopy-doo. Actually, I'm going to lift up. I'm going to bring back these 2 temporarily because we want to attach our wings first. So I just unloomed those, and we are going to attach our wing. So grab the wing that's curving down on this side. Okay, so you have these 2. I'm going to grab this one. And we are going to be attaching it along these pegs. So you can turn your guy around if you have to. Going through the blue loops at this end, okay? Wrapping those around this peg here. Then we want to go through the next set, wrapping those around this next peg. Next set around this peg. Okay, next set around this peg. Next set goes around all the way up around this peg. Okay, this is a very thick set here. So you want to make sure you go through all those loops. Okay, once you've gone through all those, obviously those are going to go around this set here. Next set goes around this peg, and then we're not going to do the last set yet, okay? Or we're not going to do the rest yet, okay? So these are all laid on. Okay. Now, I'm going to grab another tiny spike, and I'm going to put it right around this peg here, the one we loomed up to in the middle there. Okay, just like that. And let's see, I can actually loom up this whole row here, so I'm going to do that right now. So let's loom up this side. Oh, we can't go all the way up, we can do up to here for now. Okay, so up to there. And okay, so then we can go up this row. So these two, these two, these two, these two, and even these. Okay, then we can go down and continue here. Okay, just like that. Alright, and let's see, we want to loom up twice in the middle here. So once, twice. I'm going to take one of my medium spikes and attach it so it is curving upward if it's curved. If it's not curved, don't worry about it. Right there. Okay. And I can loom up the rest of this set, or this column. Okay. Now in here we have to go dig under the horizontal bands and grab the blue and aqua that are going across. So we want to loom those over. And then we want to go in there and loom these two over. Okay. And these we can loom up. This edge we can loom up. Okay, and we can also loom up this one as well. Here, we want to go in here, grab these, loom those up. These here, and then once more. Here we want to attach another medium spike. So if it's curved, again, we want it to curve upward. We want to loom up twice. And here we're going to attach a large spike, okay? So you're going to grab one of your large spikes, you're going to stick your hook through. You see how it's curved? Stick your hook through this end. That goes right around here. Then you want to loom up. Then you want to bring the spike up and turn it this way and stick your hook through the next set of loops and wrap those around this peg from this side. right? And then you want to loom up the final set there. Again, I'm going to tie off my ends. Big shocker, Seashocker, and we are going to pull this off. Okay, cool. So once we've done that, we can take off the bands around the wings. He's so cute. Okay, more. Okay, so we still have some loose ends on our wing here. It's supposed to be like that, so don't freak out. It's fine. Alright, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to do the other side first before we move on to the end here. Okay, so we are pretty much going to repeat what we just did with the other head and wing and more spikes. Woohoo! Alright, I know it's very tiring. Alright, so caramel and aqua, caramel and blue, then caramel and aqua again, then caramel and blue, then caramel and blue, then two blue again, and again. Alright, and caramel and blue here, and also here, and here, here, then two blue again, blue and aqua, two blue. Then I'm going to take a blue and an aqua, going this way. Okay. Alright, and here I'm going to take two caramels. Caramel and blue. Caramel and green. Caramel and blue. Two blues. Two blues again. Two blues again. Two blues again. Caramel and what are we doing? Blue and aqua. Here, okay. And then I'm gonna take, what did I do here? Blue. And yeah, blue and aqua again. So going like that, right? Wait. 1, 2, 3. Sorry, this way. Blue and aqua going like that. No. What am I doing? 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's why. Blue and aqua, sorry. Blue and aqua like that. then 2 blues, and 2 blues, and blue and aqua. I'm confused because it's opposite of what we did before. Alright, and now we're going to take 2 caramels here, and a caramel and an aqua. Wait, hold on. We are on 1, 2, 3, the 4th. Sorry, we want caramel and blue here. Caramel and blue again. Caramel and blue again. And again. Then 2 blue. 2 blue again. Then blue and aqua. Then blue and aqua. Then we want 2 blues. 2 blues here. And blues going the rest of the way down. So 2 here, 2 here. Okay, we are taking 2 caramels here. Then we are taking a caramel and a blue. Caramel and blue again. And again. And then blue and aqua. Blue. 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 And blue the rest of the way down. Okay, taking a blue and an aqua from here to, oops. Blue and an aqua from here to here. And 2 blues this way, and then 2 blues here. Alright, and then we're going to take a caramel and a blue going from here to here. Then 2 blues here. 2 blues here. Blue and aqua. Blue and aqua again. Wait, 2 blues, blue and aqua, blue. Okay. Wait a second, did I put that on? Oh, sorry. This needs to be overstretched, this one, sorry. That actually goes to there. And then we need the 2 blues here. And the 2 blues here. Then a blue and an aqua here. Blue and an aqua here. 2 blues. 2 blues. Blue and aqua. Just like that. Okay, now we're going to do our horizontals. So I'm starting with 2 blues across the 4. 2 blues across these 4. 2 blues across these 4. So just continuing like this. Oh wait, these go around 3, sorry. These go around 3, 3, 3, and 3, like that. Just like this. Alright. We're going to grab our wing. Let's do the wing before we do the head. It'll be easier that way. Going through the blue loops at the end. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. By touching it to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This peg here. So the 5th peg from the bottom here. And just going along each one. attaching it. Oh wait, what did I do here? Forgot to do these horizontals. I'm going crazy! Don't forget these. Okay, anyway. Sheesh, I'm going crazy. Everybody makes mistakes though, especially with a complicated design like this. You gotta give me some slack because I have it all diagrammed out, but I still make mistakes sometimes. So just, you know, bear with me. Don't like get mad at me. Please. You're lucky I even put this tutorial out there. Haha. Okay, and continuing. Make sure you go through all the bands in this thick set here. And then one more here. And the rest we're saving for later. Okay. Now we're going to do the head, so grab your other head, attaching it to these 5 ends, pulling off the tying bands as you attach each end. So be very careful. Push it down pretty far so it doesn't come loose. Okay. Again, lifting up the top 2 bands in each set so we can put our horizontal band on. Grabbing 2 neon blues. Putting them across the pegs and replacing the loops back on. Okay, pushing them down. Okay, I want to attach the other half of the body now before I loom. So this is what I gotta do. I need to I'm gonna turn my loom around. And what we're gonna do is attach these. So we're gonna go through the end set here on the other body, wrap that around this peg here. Okay, then we're gonna, like we did before with the wing, going through the loops in the sides. So each set of loops. So here I'm going through a neon blue and a caramel brown here. A set of that wraps around this peg. And we're just going to do that until I say to stop. So just keep going down with that. and once more. This one came up. Make sure they stay on. Alright, so once that's attached, then we can begin looming, and again we are going to be attaching spikes as we go. Okay, so I'm going to loom up this set. This is a very tiring project. I'm going to try to not have to split it into more than one video, but we'll see. So I loomed once up on each set. Again, I'm going to take one of my mini spikes. That is going to go right here. Go underneath and grab the top two bands. Which are these guys. If your spike comes up, put it back on. Okay. And then we want to go through the next set. Okay, like that. Right? Yes. Okay, anyway. Let's go up this one, and this one, and this one, and we can go up, let's think here. Just making sure these are all still around the pegs like they're supposed to be. Sometimes they might lift up here. Okay, let's loom up this guy. My brain is starting to fry. And right here. Here I want to attach another little spike. Okay, so another one right here. Let's go up this row. This one. Okay, let's do the two horizontals here. So loom those over. Then we want to go over here and loom the next two over. And why don't we go up this row since we're here. Right, so going up this row. To the end. And then we can go up this row as well. Okay, and then this middle row. Oh wait, no, this row we can go up 1, 2, 3, 4 times. So once, twice, 3 times, 4 times. Here I'm going to attach a medium spike. So it is curving upward if it's curving. Okay. Looming twice, so it's okay if it comes off once, twice. Then we want to grab one of our large spikes, okay. Base it like this, hook through this end here, wrapping that around this peg. Loom up, then pull the spike up, bring it to the other side, go through the other loops, attach those to this one here. Okay, and loom up here. Okay, let's loom up here. So this guy, and this guy, this guy. Alright, here as you loom, you want to make sure you that they're still attached here, because you may have to fix them if they came off a bit. But at least they're tied, right? Alright, so here we want to overstretch. Okay, stop there because we have to go up this row. Okay, I am looming up twice after this guy. And I'm going to attach a medium spike. Curving upward right here. Then I can just continue looming up. Alright, so I'm going to pull off the tying band right here. And I'm going to retie another band onto it, okay? Onto all of them. And I'm actually going to use a different color here. I'm going to use red bands. Doesn't matter. But if you have a different color, use a different color. Pull it off. Might need to use your hook to help you so you don't snap the bands. It's fine. Cool. So here I'm going to obviously pull off tying bands around the wings here that are already attached to the body. You have some ends that are still loose on the wing. It's supposed to be like that, so don't worry about that. Roar! Kind of loomed those bands into the body, so that's why I have to break them off. Okay, so the rest I'm obviously leaving tied, the loose ends. Okay. Cool. So what we're going to do next is, wow, this is like so exhausting, the second half of the body. Woo, aren't you thrilled? Okay, so we're taking 2 blue bands here, and 2 here, then a caramel and a blue, wait, no, I'm sorry, blue and a green. I don't know what I'm doing. Blue and a green, then 2 blue, then a blue and a green, or aqua, whatever. Then caramel and blue. Then caramel and green, or aqua. Then caramel and blue. Then 2 caramel. 2 caramel again. Caramel and blue. Caramel and blue. Right. Caramel and blue, caramel and blue. This should be caramel and blue here. And then 2 caramel, 2 caramel. Oh, that's what I did. Okay, you know what? Put those 2 caramel back on here. Whatever, it's fine. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Just leave it like that. Alright. And then we're taking 2 blue and we are overstretching like this. Okay. Then we are taking a blue and an aqua here. Then 2 blues here. 2 blues here. Blue and an aqua here. Blue and a caramel. Then 2 caramels. 2 caramels again. Blue and caramel. Blue and caramel. Then caramel and aqua. Okay, then we're going to take 2 blues again and overstretch like that. Take 2 blues going down. 2 blues going down again, then a blue and a caramel. Then 2 caramels at a time going the rest of the way down. Okay, then taking 2 blues from here to here, overstretching like that. Then a blue and a caramel here. Then 2 caramels at a time the rest of the way down. Then we're going to take 2 caramels from here to here, so overstretching that. Okay, for our horizontals we are taking a neon blue double looping, like this. Double looping again here. Then taking 2 across here, 2 across here, 2 across here. Alright, 2 across these 4, 2 across these, 2 across these, 2 across these, and even these 2. Okay, so that is where the other end gets attached. That's where the attached. Okay. So we are going to be attaching it. So you have your, let's see, you have 4 wing ends that are still not attached. But first, we are going to go through this set here. Okay, so the empty, or the loose end right next to your wing sets, that's on the body. That we are going to take off the tying band and wrap that right around here. Alright. Then we're going to go through the next set over. Pull those off. Wrap those around this peg. Next set over, pull off the tying band. Wrap those around this peg here. Next set. Pull off the tying band. Wrap those around this set. And then we have our middle set here, which is a ton of bands. So make sure you go through them all. And let's see. I'm actually not going to pull off the tying band on this one, okay? So just wrap them around that peg, okay? You're going to pull up the top bands on these 4. Okay, so here, 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 and here. So the top 2 bands for each one, then taking your 2 neon blues, stretching them across just those 4. Replace the loops. Okay, make sure it doesn't come off. Okay. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to loom up this row first. Let's see. Yeah. I'm going to loom up this row. Before I attach the rest of the wing, I'm going to loom this guy up. So loom up this row. We're going to do the wing row last, I think. Make it easier in case something goes wrong. Okay, so up to here. Alright, then we're going to go up once here, so one time here. Whoops, whatever. And here we are going to attach a large spike. So grab one of your other large spikes, go through the bottom set of loops, attach it there, loom up the next set, then pull the spike up, bring it to the other side, go through these loops, attach those around here. Okay, loom up twice. Alright, grab another large spike. Again, going through loops on the side, loom up, pull the spike up and rotate it to the other side, go through the other loops. And go up twice. Here we're going to attach a medium spike. So grab a medium spike, attach it so it is curving upward right here. We can loom up twice. Of course my screen went black, so let me just fix this so I can make sure it's still recording, because it's happened before where it stops recording. Okay, cool. Alright, and then let's see, we want to go up most of this row as well. So go down in here, loom up. Let's go up to here, there. Okay. And we want to loom up once here, like that. Alright, now I'm going to take you can take a holding hook or a toothpick or something of the like. You want to lift up these top two brown bands and put something in them to hold them so it doesn't come undone. So I'm just going to use a holding hook there. Then we want to attach the rest of our wing, okay? So we're going to go through, you have 4 loose ends left, go through the first one here. That goes around this peg here. Then go through the next one. This one we want to stretch to this one here. Okay, once I've done that, I can actually loom up this, which I want to do so it doesn't come off. So just loom up this set here. Oh wait, no, don't loom up yet because we want to reattach the loose end. You want to reattach this loose end onto it, the one that you're holding. And then you want to loom up. Okay, just like that. Then we can go up these here. Alright, then you have 2 loose ends left. Go through the next one that goes around here. So let's loom up here once we've done that. Please don't break. There. And go through the final one here. It goes around this set here. Woo! Hooray! Okay, now we can loom up the rest of the way. Here we want to, don't forget this guy here. Go up, over, up this set, and up the final set here, and then this guy. And then I'm going to take 2 neon blues at the end here. I'm going to pull them through, reclaim the end, and then I'm going to take a tying band. I'm just going to use white, pulling it through those 2 neon blues and tying it off. Hopefully I did this correctly. Well, if the video's uploaded, chances are I did it correctly. Okay, this one's giving me difficulty, so I'm going to use my hook to help me. Cool. Oh, he's going to be so cute. Okay, so I'm going to pull off the loose ends of the spikes that I attached. As well as this spike. This one. Okay, I can also pull off the tying bands at the rest of that wing. Awesome. Okay, now we have to do the other end and bring it all together. Then we'll be doing the tail and just touching the stomach. So we're getting there, we're getting there. Okay, so let's do the other end. So 2 neon blues here, 2 neon blues here, neon and aqua, 2 neon blues here, neon and aqua, right? Yeah. Then caramel and neon blue. Then caramel and aqua. Then caramel and neon blue. Then 2 caramels at a time. So here, here. Then we want caramel and blue. And caramel and blue. Okay. Now we're going to take 2 blues overstretching like this. Then a blue and an aqua. Then 2 blues. Then 2 blues again. Blue and aqua. Then caramel and blue. Then 2 caramels. 2 caramels again. Caramel and blue. Caramel and blue again. Then caramel and aqua. Okay, then we want 2 blues again to overstretch between these 2 pegs. Then we want 2 blues. 2 blues again. Then 2 caramels. 2 caramels again. And again. And all the way the rest of the way down. So just caramels here. Okay, taking 2 blues from here to here, so overstretching between those. Then we want a blue and a caramel. Then caramels the rest of the way down. Then we want 2 caramels from here to here, just like that. Alright, time for horizontals. 2 blues here, 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 2 loose here, here, and here. Okay. Now, oh, we want double looped blue between these two, and also between these two. Okay. Alright, so this is the tricky but hopefully fun part. Because we have a lot of ends to attach together here. So, first we want to do the head. So, I mean this, attach this part. So, grab your guy and you have your 4 loose ends on your wing, go through the loose end next to that, pull off that tying band right there, okay? Wrap those around this peg here and push them down so they don't come up. Okay, next set, pull off the tying band. Wrap those around this peg here, push them down, go through this set here, pull off that tying band. Oh, I forgot to take that tying band off the large spike too. Or whatever, I'll do that later. Around that. Go through the next set. Okay, I'm going to lift up, so I didn't attach this one. I'm lifting up the top 2 in each set so I can put on my horizontal band. 3, 4. So grab your 2 neon blues for your horizontal, attach them up over those 4 bands, and then replace the loops. Okay, now you want to grab your wing ends, okay? Again, take a hook, pulling up the top 2 caramels here, holding those off. Go through your next loose end here, wrapping those around this peg. Once you've done that, you can replace those loops back on. Alright, then you want to go through the next set in the wing. And that goes around this peg here. Once you've done that, you can loom up these 2 bands here. Whoops. Okay. Alright, then we can go through the next loose end. So you have 2 left. Go through this one. That goes around this peg. And we can loom, well, we have to actually loom up this. So yeah, so go up this guy. So loom up this set to here, and then this one as well. And then you want to go through the final set. That goes right around here. And you can loom up this. In fact, let's just loom up to here. Just like that. Okay, now what we gotta do is we are going to attach. Let's do this part last. So, let me see here. We want to loom up this guy I went up, so we have 3. We can loom up all the way this row. Okay, so go through this row. Let's loom up. To there. Okay, now here I'm going to loom up once, and here I'm going to attach a large spike. Okay. So go through the set of loops here, wrapping them around here, looming up a set, then bringing them to the other side, looming through the other side, bringing them right here. Okay, looming up twice. Once, twice. Grab your final large spike, go through the first set of loops right here, bring it up, bring it to the other side, go through the other set of loops, loom up twice, then we want to attach a medium spike. Right, so a medium spike curving upward right there. We can go up to here, but we want to stop here, okay? Now we are going to finally be attaching this to here. Okay, so you have this still tied off end of very thick set of bands. You want to go through them again and put them right around this peg here. Alright, then you want to go through the next set of loops in the row, right around there. Okay. Next set of loops around the next guy. And so on and so forth, all the way up to the end. Okay, this last set is a little bit confusing. I'm going to wait to do that last set, okay? Okay, so I'm going to go all the way to the bottom, and we're going to begin to loom up this row. Okay. Just going up. Okay, once more here. Here we're going to attach a small spike. We have two small spikes left. One is going right here. Then we are going to loom up again. Ugh, the band broke. But as long as the other band's intact, it should be okay. Alright, what I want to do now is I'm going to lift up from the bottom, but I'm not going to lift up all the way, so just watch me. I'm lifting him from the bottom carefully. You can use your hook or fingers to help you lift him, off. A little bit further. We're going almost to the top, but not quite, so just watch how far I go. It's right here. Okay. Here is where I want to attach this final set. Okay, so let's go through those loops, wrapping them right around this peg here. Alright, I want to loom once more up here, attaching my final small spike. Then I'm going to loom up this guy, then this guy. Then I'm going to take 2 neon blues, pull them through the hook, reclaim the end, and I'm taking a white band and just tying off right there. And we can pull the rest of it off. Okay, cool. Here we can take off all of our loose ends everywhere, pretty much. So I'm going to do that. One's around the spikes too. Okay. Alright, I think I got them all. This side didn't come attached very well, but okay. Okay, let me think here. So we have to work on the tail, and then we're pretty much almost there because we already made the stomach, so that's good. Oh, he's so cute. Okay, let's do the tail. Okay. So we are taking 3 neon blues. What am I doing? Are we doing offset here? Yes. And take this middle row and move it up. So it is offset here. Alright, we are taking 3 neon blues, followed by an aqua and 2 neon blues, followed by 3 neon blues, followed by an aqua and 2 neon blues, followed by 3 neon blue, 2, 3, 4, 5, followed by an aqua and 2 neon blues, followed by 3 neon blues, followed by an aqua and 2 neon blues. Alright, then we're going to take 2 neon blues. Oops, not like that. Yeah, whatever. 2 like, oops, what am I doing? 2 like that. And then aqua, neon blue here. 2 neon blues here. And here. And aqua and neon blue here. 2 neon blues here. 2 neon blues here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a double looped neon blue and I'm going to put it here. And I'm going to take another one and put it here. Wait, no, I'm not. Put one here. And that's it for now. You want to take one of your medium spikes. And you want to take a double looped neon blue. Pull the spike onto that, and that is going to go here and here. Okay, you're going to do that again. So your final medium spike and neon blue band, pull it on. That goes here and here. Okay, we're going to take our dragon, grab your two ends, hook through one end, pull off the tying band, wrap that right around this peg here, go through the other end, pull off that tying band, wrap the ends, those ends here. Ah, don't let it come off. Then we want to attach a double looped band here, so lift up the top two bands here and here, grab a double looped neon blue, cross the pegs. Then you can replace the bands, and then we can loom it. Alrighty, so going up this end here, well, you want to make sure you grab only the bands you're supposed to grab. Here, here, and also these two. Then let's do these, so here, 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 these two. Then we just want to go up the row here. Take a white band to tie off your end. Pull this off. Awesome, okay. We're almost there, we just gotta do the end. Alright, so we have to do the fin at the end, which is annoying, but we have to do it anyway. So, we're going to move this back to the rectangular. We're going to take blue and neon green here, and then two blues. Oops. And then we're going to do blue and, what did I say, neon green? I meant aqua. What the heck? And do that again, so blue and aqua. And let's do two blues, overstretching again. And then two blues here, okay, like that. Two blues here, and here. And then blue and aqua. And two blues. Blue and aqua here. Two blues. Two blues again. Blue and aqua. Two blues. Blue and aqua. We're going to do two blues, two blues, blue and aqua, two blues, two blues, two blues, blue and aqua, two blues, two blues here, blue and aqua, two blues, two blues, two blues, blue and aqua, blue and aqua, two blues, two blues. Okay, cool. Then we're almost there. Not really, but two blues, two blues, two blues, and two blues going diagonally like this. Okay, let's do a horizontal. So, stretching across 4 pegs. Here I'm going to stretch one across all of them. Here stretching across 4, stretching across 3, stretching across 3, double looped here, double looped here, and then we want to grab 2 and bring them across here and across here. Okay, now we want to do the little frill fringes at the end. So, okay, we are taking 2 neon blues here, 2 neon blues here, 2 here, 2 here, 2 here. Then I'm going to do a neon blue and a navy blue. Then I'm going to do 5 double loops. So double looped navy, double looped navy. And I'm going to do the rest of my hook. So taking a navy blue, wrapping it, creating 5 loops on my hook, double looping a navy, onto the hook, pulling those 5 bands onto it, or that single band onto it, reclaiming the end and doing one more. Okay. Okay, wrapping that end around right around here. Okay, and we want to loom up this. We want to make 2 of these. We're going to use one for this portion and one for the bottom tail fin. This I'm going to attach right onto here. Okay, so you have another one. Okay, don't forget. Now we're going to take 2 neon blue, 2 neon blue, 2 neon blue, 2 neon blue, then a neon blue and a navy. Okay, then we are going to take the navy and we are going to double loop. Once, twice, 3 times, 4 times. Okay, taking another navy, capping off your end, wrapping it around, creating 5 loops. Not like that. 2, 3, 4, 5. You want to make 2 of these as well, one for each end of the tail. Okay, so pull that off. And that one we are putting right on here to that one. Okay. Now we are taking 2 neon blue, 2 neon blue, 2 neon blue, 2, and then a neon blue and a navy. Then we're going to take a double looped navy, double looped navy again, and again. Cap off the end, wrapping it around the peg, creating 5 loops. You want to make 2 of these. One of them is going to go right here, yes, right here. Okay, and then we're going to do, okay, we're going to do that again. So neon blue, neon blue, neon blue, then a neon and a navy. So you have 2 of these. We're actually making another one here, but we're only doing this one as one more. Okay, 2, 3, cap off again, wrapping the band around the peg, creating 5 loops. Loom that up. And that we are going to put right here. This is the bottom portion of the tail fin. Okay. Let's loom this. We're almost there, guys. We're getting there. Man, this is tiring. Right, tying off your loose ends here. I'm just using white. Okay, so this is one end of the tail. Whew, we're almost there. Roar. That is the bottom. Okay, and now we're going to do the top. Okay. Wow, does that look... Hold on, I have to fix something. One moment, please. Okay. Alright, so that's going to be the bottom, and then we got to do the top. So, we're doing the same thing again. So, 2 blue, 2 blue, 2 blue, 2 blue, blue and aqua, 2 blue, 2 blue, blue, cross, okay, 2 blue going down here, 2 blue again, then a blue and an aqua. Oh wait, no, this is a blue and an aqua here. Blue and an aqua, then blue and an aqua, then 2 blues, then 2 blues, 2 blues here, 2 blues here, blue and aqua, 2 blues, 2 blues, 2 blues, blue and aqua, 2 blues. Let's do the other side actually. Blue and an aqua here. And what did I do? I did 2 blues here. Blue and an aqua here. Blue and an aqua here. I'm going to lift up these 2 and put 2 blues here. Lift up these 2, put 2 blues here. And then I'm going to replace those on. Okay, just so it's even like the other side. blue and aqua here, 2 blues, 2 blues, blue and aqua, 2 blues, and blue and aqua right here. And then we are doing 2 blues here, 2 blues here, blue and aqua here, 2 blues here. Whoops. Okay, so you have a few of your ends, which I told you to make, so you're going to take the long one, 5, 6, and that one is going as usual on here. Then the next one, the next size, is going on here. The next size is going right here, and then we have to make the final one. So I'm taking a navy blue on my hook, wrapping it around, creating 5 loops. Then I'm going to put a double loop navy on 6 times. So here's the first one. Reclaim your end. Here's the second one. Third, fourth, fifth, sixth. Then we're going to take a navy and neon, put those on. Then we're going to do 6 pairs of neons. So here's 1 set of blue, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that's going to go right on the end, right here. Okay, so that one's extra long. Alright, we want to put our horizontals on, so double loop in the blue, double loop another one here. Then we want to do 2 at a time, so here, here, this one goes across all 4, this one goes across all 5, one goes across the 4 here, and the 4 up here. One goes across these 4, and these 4. Okay, now we can finally loom this. Yay! So go under, grab the top 2, speeding up here because we're nearly there. Grab the top 2, which are the 2 diagonals. Okay, so those 2. Loom up. All the way down here, loom this guy over. Then you want to grab the top 2. So loom those. And then these 2. And you want to go in and grab the top 2 here. Whew, we're almost there, guys. Okay, tie off your ends. 1, 2, 3, 6. Ah, he's coming apart. That's okay. Okay. Whatever. We don't even need that many sticks anymore. Okay, so I'm just gonna, I have loose ends, or the tying ends by the ridges, so I'm just gonna pull those off. But don't pull off the ones at the end you just tied off, because that would mess everything up. Okay. So grab your 2 tail fin things. Okay, one has a longer end than the other. That's going to be for the top, the tail. So let me just judge how big I want this to be. Yeah, I want it to be longer. Let's see. Okay. I'm going to take a double looped. Actually, it doesn't matter, whatever. Double loop single neon blue. Then I'm going to take my tail piece with the shorter tip, okay? I'm going to go through the loose loops right here, wrapping those around that peg, okay? Then I'm going to take 2 neon blues here to the next peg, and I'm going to go through the next set. Those go around here. Okay, 2 neon blue to the next set. Go through the next set of bands. Two here, go through the next set. Two here, go through the next set. Two here, go through the final set here. That goes on here. Okay, I'm gonna do like a double looped here, and here, and here, and then I'm gonna do 3 bands at a time. So 3 blues, maybe then 2 blues and an aqua, maybe 3 blues here, okay, like that. Alright, you're gonna grab your dragon and attach your tail end to, make sure he's right side up here. Attach him right here. Yeah, okay. Alright, I'm going to start looming once I've attached the tail. Okay, looming the double looped here. Alright, here I'm going to grab my other end of the tail, and you have your really long end. That's what we're going to go through, okay? So we're going to turn it this way. We're going to go through the loose loops at the end of that side. You're going to wrap that right around this peg here. Then we're going to go under, grab the 2 blue bands, loom those up, then go through the next set of loops. Loom those up. Go through the next set. Oops. Make sure you go through all the loops. I missed a loop there. All the way down, grabbing the 2 bands at the bottom. Next set. Right around there. Okay, this one's a little tricky. Hold on. Give me a sec to find the bands I need. Okay. Alright, and then you want to go through the next set. Ooh, I missed one. Hold on. Missed a band there. Okay, and then the final set. I have an extra band there because I tied off this. Don't worry about that. This should be your last end here. Alright, loom the double looped final band, and then I'm going to take 2 neon blues at the end and just tie off right here. Alright. Roar! He's so cool! Okay, take off all your loose bands, and then we are just going to attach the stomach and the neck area, and then he'll be done. Well, of course you should put wire in him to make him posable, which I will be doing, but not in this video, so. Oh, he's so cute. Okay, these 2 loose bands at the end here, I'm going to just pull them through the tail a little bit. So I'm just going to go through some random bands in the tail and pull them through so they're not sticking out weird like that. Whatever, that's good enough. Okay. Now to just attach the stomach with the fins on them. So you don't need your loom anymore. So you want to put your dragon upside down and you want to grab your 2 neck pieces and your 2 stomach pieces. So let's do the neck first. So you want to grab 1 neck piece. You have the capping band on one side. We're going to put that towards the top of the neck. So we're going to lay that right here. We're going to take our hook and go through some bands in the body and just pull the loose bands through. Okay, so each set of bands I'm pulling through the body. Even the one at the top I'm going to pull through. Tying band, you are also acting as if that is one of those loose bands at the end as well. I have hair all in my thing. Hair everywhere. Okay, so once you pull them all through, I'm going to start with the tying band at the top. Put your fingers through. Then you're going to grab not the second band, but the third. Then the fifth. Fingers through. Then grab the one at the bottom. Skip. So you're grabbing every other band. Once you're here, then you can grab the next set. So going through this one, then this one, fingers through, grab this one, fingers through, grab this one. And that one I missed, looks like. Grr. This one. And this one, okay. You can kind of pop it up a little bit. Huh, you know what? I'm going to change that later because I don't like it. But hold up, I'll put a note in the video to not do that. If you were on a mobile phone right now, don't worry about this part. I'm redoing this because it looks bad. Okay. Alright, so grab your dragon, put him upside down. We are now going to be attaching the neck and the stomach. But I put too many rubber bands on, so I'm going to be taking every two off, or every other one off. So leaving the tying band on, taking this one off, this one, this one, this one, and this one. Wait. No, this one I'm going to take off. Wait. Or this one. Okay, so I just took off the ones I don't need. I'm going to lay it, so you have your capping end at one side. Lay that under the chin. And all we are doing is just pulling the loose bands through the body bands. Okay, just like this. Even the top one we're going to pull through. Okay, and the bottom one as well. Pull that through a set in the middle. Alright, so I pulled them all through the body. I'm going to start with this one here, put my fingers through it, and then grab the next one in line, fingers through that, grab the next one, fingers through that, next one, fingers through that, next one, fingers through that, and grab the final one. What I'm going to do with this one is I'm going to lift up the neck portion, going through some random bands underneath, and pulling that band through them. And then I'm just going to grab a C-clip and clip it. Clip it and then tuck it underneath where you won't see it, just like that. Okay, let's do the other neck piece. So again, I'm going to bite off every other band on the edge that I don't need anymore. And this I'm going to place here. I mean, you can technically use those bands too if you really wanted to, but it ends up looking like really stupid and weird. So, like, it's too many bands along the edge, it turns out. So that's why I changed it. Sorry for wasting your rubber bands. Okay, grabbing this band again, fingers through, grab the next one, fingers through, grab the next one, fingers through, grab the next one. Fingers through, grab the next one, fingers through, grab the final one. Again, doing the same thing we did on the other neck. Lifting it up, going through some bands underneath. Pulling it through. Grabbing a C-clip. Putting it on that and tucking that underneath. Okay, cool. Now we can attach the body bands. Okay. For the body. Okay. So mine are bending opposite directions, so obviously I'm going to put this one here and this one here. Okay, so same thing we did with the neck, we're doing with the body. Okay, so you can just line it up from underneath the neck. Probably looks best, but like I did before, I'm going to be biting off every other band. Okay. Okay, so once I've done that, again, I'm attaching it right to here. And I'm just going to do the same thing I did with the neck. It's right underneath. And just pull the bands through the body. Okay, I'm going to start with the one here. Fingers through, grab the next one. Fingers through, grab the next one. Same thing we did before. And then I want to do this final one as well. And then, like we did before, we're going to lift up the stomach and go under the into the bands underneath the stomach. Pull that final band through them and C-clip it and tuck it under, like we did before. Oh, he's so cute. Okay, and same thing with the other one. Again, I am going to bite off my ends that I don't need. Okay, so I bit off every other one, and I'm going to do the same thing here. Okay, very simple. Okay. So I'm going to start on this side, fingers through, go through the next one, fingers through, next one, fingers through, next one, fingers through, next one, next one, next one. Okay, next one, next one, next one. Okay, and then as usual, I want to do this. Put this last set through. Grab that, and then, as usual, lifting up. Going into some bands in the stomach. And pulling that band through them. See, clipping it, tucking it under, and there we go. So if you want to, you can obviously wire him up, so you can bend his wings and his heads. You can prop them up, and you can stick it through his little beak as well. But pretty much all in all, there is your adult Seashocker. Okay, I hope you all enjoyed making it. I know it was quite a challenge, but he looks awesome, and his tail looks really cool too. So there he is, everybody. Okay, and here is the baby one. So if you haven't made the baby, go on my channel and make the baby. Yay, I have a mommy! Oh, they're so cute. Now they can go swimming together. Okay, so anyway, that's it, everybody. David, I hope you enjoyed making this. I hope you took the challenge on. I would love to see a picture on the Facebook page. Alright, so have a wonderful day, everybody. Enjoy your beautiful adult Seashocker.